Guys, how are we doing? It's Simon from MaxTune. This is an instructional video for your TruetuneTouch, your new one. Thank you very much for purchasing, and we want to make this as quick, easy and simple as possible for you. There are a couple of things that we need to make you aware. Please, 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 please read the instructions on the screen of the device every time it says something. Even if you think, oh, I know what that's going to be, please just do that. Also, please watch this video all the way through. There may be the odd step here or there that you haven't thought of that will highlight that, and then you can make sure that you're doing the right thing. At the end of the day, we're dealing with your car. We don't want anything to happen. It is still really simple, it is still easy, but we want to make this video, so we want to make sure everybody knows exactly what's happening. So we'll go through from the point that you receive the device all the way through to the point that you're going to go and test drive your car after you tuned it, because that's what we're all about, making stuff go faster, and that's what you're going to want to do. So we want to get you there simply, quickly, easily and correctly. The last thing we want to do for you, without giving as much instructions, or without you watching the video or reading the instructions on the screen or reading the instructions that come with the TruetuneTouch, the last thing we want for you is anything to happen. And that is extremely rare, and I genuinely mean extremely rare, and won't happen if you follow the instructions, watch the video, do everything it says on the screen. You'll be good to go. All right, guys, we'll see you shortly. Right, here we are with the TruetuneTouch that you will receive from us. It'll come in this bag. All you do, simply open it, and then you'll have a box. We'll discard the bag because we're not interested in that in a minute. That is what you will use when you want to transport it around. So you'll receive the box. In the box you will get various bits of paperwork. We invite you to read these through thoroughly and have a look at all the information provided. There's also a very quick start guide. If you've already got a TrueTune, it's virtually the same, so you'll be fine. If you haven't, then read through these anyway, but as we keep saying, listen to the video, watch the video, and see everything that you can. You will get your TruetuneTouch, and then in the box you will also get your two cables. Now these are the only three things that you need: the TruetuneTouch and the two different cables. So we'll move the box out the way very quickly. Then, so this is your OBD cable. This is what you actually plug into the car. This is how this box, the TruetuneTouch, talks to the car's ECU. Now you need to connect these. Now on the back, or on the top of the TruetuneTouch, you'll have this little connector. You have this little connector. There's a little tab on the back, and you push them together. You've got this tab, you simply push them together like so. You'll feel a little click, and that's this tab locking on there. And once that's done, you don't necessarily need to remove this unless you want to put it in the bag. Even then, you can leave it on if you wanted to. The next cable that we have is your USB cable. This will connect the TruetuneTouch to the computer, and as you can see there's just a USB slot there. Pop that in, and then you're ready to connect that to the computer. Now what we'll do is we will now connect that to the computer, and then we'll show you the next steps. Right guys, so once you've opened your TrueTune and your TruetuneTouch, and you've made sure everything is in the box that I've shown you already, you need to head over on your computer and you need to go to portal-max-tune.com. That will bring you to this page. Whereas if you've already signed in, or if you've already signed up for your TrueTune portal, this is where you enter your username and your password. If you haven't already signed up, then you need to click on register for a TrueTune portal. That will take you through to the registration form. Once you've completed that, you'll be logged in automatically. Remember your information, otherwise you won't be able to get back in. We can normally help if there's an issue with that, with resetting passwords or things like that, so it's not the end of the world, but always try and remember your login. So we're going to sign in now. This is your TrueTune portal. So here we've got uploaded files, and look, it's come straight on ready to submit a new file. You already have 10 credits in here for your file upload, for your first file. We include those with the sale of the purchase, with the sale of the TruetuneTouch. So there you have your 10 credits straight away. And then on the left hand side here, you've got upload your file, orders, addresses, payments methods. Uploaded files are the ones that you have sent us. And then from there, once you've uploaded them, you hover over it and you'll be able to download the one that we have sent you. Now we'll show you how to do that. But the first thing you need to do before absolutely anything, this video will be here, but first thing you need to do is download the TrueTune software. So you click on that, it will take you through to a window. Now depending on which you have, hopefully you've got a TruetuneTouch. If you've got a normal TrueTune, you download it there. But if you have a TruetuneTouch, you need to get this software. Click on it, and it will already start the download here. Okay, so once that's downloaded, then you can either click on that or it should go into downloads. So we will have saved that under, if you know where it automatically downloads, it saves. Ours save it to downloads. So we'll see, look, there it is. So we'll move that to the desktop very quickly so we can show you what's happening. Now, as you can see, it's got a zip across the front because we have to download it as a compressed file. You have to, unfortunately, that's the way it is. But if you right click on it and you click extract all, save it to the desktop again, there it comes without, and this is the folder opened. Okay, so yes, we want to install the TruetuneTouch software. So we double click that. Now with Windows 10 and Windows 11, it comes up going, oh my goodness, this is not a Windows software. So just click on more on info. It will tell you who it is, unknown publisher, because we're not registered with Microsoft, but and then run anyway. Once you do that, this will come up. You click yes, and then the TruetuneTouch installer, the setup wizard will come up. Right, what you have to do is you have to scroll all the way to the bottom. Please read it, feel free if you want to, for the I accept the agreement to come up. Click next. Yes, we want to put it on the C drive. This will come up for us because we've already got one, but for you, it won't do that. But it will, the destination location will be there. Install, off she goes. And then over here, the little icon pops up. So yeah, so now we've downloaded the software, we've extracted it, and now we're going to open the TruetuneTouch software. We've put it on the desktop because that's just the easier place to do it. So we'll open the software. We've already plugged in the TrueTune device into the USB port. So it will just come up with identifying device. Device is identified, serial number, hardware, firmware number, and that corresponds to what's on the screen now. Do the updates. When this happens, just do all the updates. This is the easiest, the best way to do things. Okay. So wait for those to download. It takes a little while, to be honest, but it is the way to do it. You just need to do the updates. It doesn't take that long, and it is well worth doing, because if you skip them, there may be an update to solve a OS issue, to solve a very small glitch. We can't publish everything that we do, so just always do the updates. It doesn't hurt, it's not the end of the world, and it doesn't take that long. Now once it's finished doing all the downloads, once it's finished doing everything that it needs to do, you'll be left with this screen, and you can go to device info, and this will say device has never been used, connect to the car to read the ECU. We don't need to, we will be connecting to the car, and then you've got download data, so that will what we'll be using to take the file that we read from the car off of the device onto the computer, ready to upload to the portal. Upload data, this is what you'll use when we send you a tuned file back for you to load onto the device, so that then you can go and write that to the car. You can raise all the data if you're going to be using it on a different car once the first car has been returned back to stock. If we send you a template update, you use this, and that will then change bits on the front on the screen. And then you've got download log if we ask you to do that because there's an issue, or because something's not okay with the TruetuneTouch, or whatever the case might be. If we ask you to do that, that is the point in which you do that. Modified file database, that's what will be loaded, that will show you what's loaded onto the device already, and then you've got cars, there'll be the available cars, and you can change your language if you wanted to. There's English, Italian, and English and Italian. So that's what you get. Yes, so once we've downloaded that, we're ready to, now it was just to do all those updates. We're ready to go and put the TrueTune into the vehicle to then read the software. Right, so now we've got the TrueTune plugged into the car. We're going to switch it on. So we'll plug it in. This is what happens when you plug it in. This is the screen that you'll see when you plugged it into the OBD port. Your OBD port will be located normally on the right hand side, underneath the dashboard somewhere. Could be underneath the cover, could be under. The best thing to do is to look online as to where your OBD port is if you don't know already. So this is the screen that comes up straight away. So what you need to do is you need to go to tuning, and then you need to choose your vehicle. Ours is a BMW that we're using, and it is a 3 Series. Oh, there we go. Now, and then you have to find your vehicle in the list, and there are quite a few, so you might have to search down for a little while, but you will find it in the end. So ours is a 320D, 148 brake. That is the one that we are. So we go across, key on and confirm. So that is when you put the ignition on, so you can see the engine management light. We'll put a little thing in there so you know what that looks like, but the engine management light must be on all the time whilst you are doing that. Key on in ignition, so we'll put on yes, we confirm the TruetuneTouch. Now this is when it starts communicating with the ECU. Okay, stock file missing, start to read the ECU. Yes, because you haven't read the stock file yet, so the TrueTune checks to make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do. So yes, we want to read the stock file, please. And now it start communicating with the ECU, making sure the EML light is still on all the time, and this will now read the software from the ECU, ready to be able to send us that copy that you'll take off the device. So you'll take this software off the device, and then you will send that to us to be able to modify. So need to wait for that to finish, and then we'll tell you what we need to do. One thing to note, guys, when it's doing this process, well, just before we said yes, confirm and read, some ECUs will not take very long at all to read because they're reading an ID. So they're taking all the information, the important information like software numbers, hardware numbers, upgrade numbers, things like it's taking all that information and then it sends it to us. It doesn't actually need to read the full ECU because we get a certified original. When that happens, this process is very, very, very quick. When you're actually reading the ECU, it can take between 5 to 10 minutes, something like that on the first read. So yeah, that's one thing to consider. If it goes very quick, don't worry, that's perfectly normal too. If it says completed at the end, you have done the right thing. Okay, so when the reading's complete, it will come up saying reading complete. Switch off and disconnect the TruetuneTouch. So switch off the ignition so that the dashboard is then dead. Switch off, and then we'll click OK. Saving data, job done. Okay, so now you've read the software. We need to now go back to the computer to take that software off of the TruetuneTouch, put it onto the computer, and then upload it to your portal for us to modify. So here we are, guys. We are back at the computer after reading the software from the ECU. So we are going to open the TruetuneTouch software. We've already plugged the device into the computer. So, and then we've opened the software. Now it's going to identify the device. if you've already done all the updates, when just before it starts doing that, you can click on skip because you've already done that. There's not going to be anything different within 10 minutes. So once the device is identified, it just sort of speeds the process up a bit. It may not need to do them, but here we go. Just click here to skip the updates. You don't need to. There will be another few bits that it just checks to double make sure. But there we go. Okay, so we're ready to go. Then what we want to do is we want to download the data from the TrueTune software, put it onto our computer so then we can upload it to MaxTune, ready for us to tune. So quite easily, you just click on download data. Click to start downloading the tuning file from the device and save it. Or yes, very much please. And then it will do this. And then it will ask you, where do you want to save it and what do you want to call it? Okay, so we're going to call it BMW touch test. That'll do. We're going to save it on the desktop, which is nice and easy to find. And it will be saved as a user file. So we click save. Right, so here we are. As you can see, it's just popped up here. We're ready to send it, but we just have to right click, send to compressed zip folder. That's the one we want. So we're now going to open up our portal. And this is where we are. We are a car. It is a BMW. It is a 320D. It is a diesel. Ooh. I can't write. 320D, variant 148 bhp, vehicle reg, it's a manual, mileage 90,000, vehicle age is 2006. Now, here is which upgrade you'd like, the one that you got for free, which is why you've got 10 credits, which is why you're able to upload it. Most people just go for a stage one unless there was something particularly different that you wanted. You can select more than one if you have enough credits. Each selection is 10 credits. So if you selected 2 things, you would need to have 20 credits. You can buy extra upgrades from TrueTune.info. Go and check them out if you want to. If not, stage one, good to go. We come down here, it goes choose your file. You click on that and it should open where you were. There's the zip folder for the BMW Touch that we wrote there. Open that and then go to upload files. This will swell, but you will know whether it's uploaded or not. Takes a couple of seconds. There we go. File uploaded successfully. You're ready to go. And here it is, and we're now in queue number 6. So what we'll do now is we'll show you how to download the file that we send you so that you can then load it back onto the TrueTuneTouch, ready to put it back into the car. So here we are, guys. We're back in the portal. We've sent ourselves a file. We say it's 12 working hours from the time that you upload a file to the time that you get a file back from us. That's 12 working hours. So if you upload it at midnight, then the 12 working hours start at 9 o'clock in the morning. We normally say it is mostly way before that, but just to give ourselves that little leeway so we can do stuff correctly and we're not rushing anything, we say it's 12 working hours. So if you haven't received it the next day, don't stress out. It'll be the day afterwards, but mostly it will be the next day that you will get it. If not, if you upload it first thing in the morning, it could be there by midday. So, you know, it's 12 working hours. Right, so let's click download on here. It's downloaded stage 1. Let's go and find that. Now, we automatically download stuff into our downloads. So let's go and find it. There we go. There it is. Oh. Right, so let's put that there. Now, right click, extract all, and yes, we want to put that on the desktop, and there it is. Okay, so what we want to do is we've got our TrueTune plugged in, the TrueTune software is up and running, so we want to upload data to the TrueTune. So we select upload data, we browse, so we look for the file that we've literally just downloaded, and that is in there. There it is. Click open, confirm the upload, yes please, and that will go about its merry business, and it's uploading the software that we have modified, ready to go onto the car. And that's it. And now you can close this software, you can unplug the TrueTune, and you're ready to go back to the car. So here we are, guys. We have plugged the TruetuneTouch back into the OBD port on the car. So you're in the car and you've plugged the OBD connector into the OBD port of the car, and you are now ready to start writing the modified software to the ECU. So we need to go to tuning, continue with writing of the file. Oh yes please. Right, see now you've got original and the stage 1 showing. There's no reading option, you don't need to, you've got the original. So you could write the original, but it won't let you because it will say original already on the ECU. But we want to write the stage 1 file. So we select the stage 1 and click next, communicating with the ECU. So what you want to do is you want to have in the ignition turned on. It's going through a whole check process. It's making sure that the file's not corrupt. It's making sure that there's no problems. And now, obviously, with the ignition turned on, it's going to start raising the flash memory to then write the new software on. So when you go to write the software and you've plugged in the OBD, turn on the ignition of the car and make sure that that EML light is on all the time. Now there are some ways to keep certain ECUs alive, like certain BMWs. You know, you put in the driver's seat belt and you turn on the hazard warning lights with the ignition on, and that will keep the EML light on, and it'll keep the car alive. But that should tell you on the TruetuneTouch what to do if it needs to do it. So yeah, there we go. Now she's writing, and that can take some time. Mostly it's pretty quick, to be honest, a couple of minutes, and then you're good to go. So there we go, guys. It has verified all the file that's been on there. It's ready to go. Key off and confirm. So you would turn the ignition off completely, select OK, and then wait for it. You still don't pull it out of the OBD port yet. You wait. You put the key back on, so that means you turn in the ignition on. There we go. And I think it's just verifying various bits and bobs. There we go, writing completed, switch ignition off, and now disconnect the TrueTune. So you switch the ignition off first, so that's turning the EML light, making it all quiet, making the dash all, you know, dead, no lights, and then you can remove the TruetuneTouch. Okay, so that's it, guys. You are ready to go. Start the car, off you go and enjoy being fast.